So many of you guys have reached out and asked me, yo, Flick, what do you believe in and what are your principles? What are your morals and what do you stand by? So today, guys, I'm going to answer that question and I'm going to give you 5 principles that I live by and that, to be honest, every man should stand for and believe in and do. So if this sounds interesting, guys, let's get to it. Number 1, and it starts right here. It starts at home. Spend time with your family. Spend time with your kids. A lot of the things that we tend to do is that we tend to be so busy and then time passes and we don't even know our kids. We don't even get to spend time with our kids because we're working all the damn time. Guys, this is a big mistake that we all make. And this is something that I live by. Me, I spend time with my little one no matter what. The weekends are made for my little one. And for me being a single man, I still make time no matter what to be with my son. And we don't necessarily need to do anything. I could just be at home hanging out with him because it's not about doing things. It's just about being there. Like I mentioned in my previous video, just being there with your kid means the world. So guys, this is a principle that I stand by and that every man should stand by. Always make time for your kids. Number 2, and this is love life. Love your queen. What I mean by that. See guys, I've been in the dating game for so long. And yeah, you could say I date a lot of women, but I don't really commit because when I do commit, I love my queen. And I don't mean like that sprung, but I take care of my queen. And this is a lot of the things that many of you guys do is that once you settle down and you get used to each other, the intensity kind of dies and then the spark is kind of dead. This is where you go wrong. You always have to keep building intensity. You always need to keep that spark flowing. This is whether it's, any kind of relationship, you always have to keep the intensity flowing. You always got to make sure that you're giving her that proper attention to your loved one when you are committing. A lot of the mistakes that we make is that we think that by doing this and doing that, and because she has a kid by you, that she's going to always be standing by your side. No, if the feelings die, guys, they're going to go look for someone else. While you're out there playing video games, she out there sleeping with Javier and Carlos. So you don't want that. So this is one of the principles that I stand by all the time. If you're going to commit to a relationship, make sure you're loving your queen right. And ladies, if you're watching, make sure you're loving your king right too. Because this is what we need. We need to support each other. If not, why even be in a relationship? Number 3, learn how to differentiate your friends. What I mean by that, there's some friends that are good to party with. There's some friends that you could trust with your whole life. And there's some friends that you could do business with. Learn how to differentiate all those. Because some friends are just acquaintances that you could just shoot the shit with. And what happens is that we trust the wrong people when you're trusting the party guy with your life and he's a damn drunk. Or you're out there telling your business to somebody that isn't really a friend. And then what happens is that they go and they turn their back on you and they backstab you. Learning how to differentiate who's real and who's not is one of the important things that everyone needs to do in their life and they need to stand by. You need to learn how to differentiate who your real friends are and know who's real and know who's fake. Number 4, learn to stand on your own. A lot of us tend to rely on people. A lot of us tend to think that other people have our back. But in reality, guys, we're alone in this world. We're going to die alone. And guys, we need to stand on our own. We need to become independent. We need to know how to do things, how to get things done without having to rely on anyone. This is one of the principles that I live by. I will get it done no matter what. Yes, of course, it's good to have help, but I always have it in my head, and my mentality is that I'm on my own and I'm standing on my own. Yes, I have business partners. Yes, I have people that have my back. But also, guys, what's going to happen when those people are long gone and I need to stand on my own? You can't rely on people to do things for you. You need to become independent. You need to stand on your own. And this is one of the principles that I live by. If they can't do it for me, I'll get it done. Number 5, and this is a real tricky one that I hope you guys will understand. And I'll break it down. Love, but don't be in love. What I mean by that? Guys, it's okay to be in love. It's okay to love one another. It's okay to love your significant other. But the one thing that I don't recommend anyone to do is to be in love. Because see, guys, us men, we cannot be emotional. And when we grow an attachment for a female, for a woman, we tend to get an attachment. And what happens is that we become emotional. And when we become emotional, we become irrational. And when we become irrational, it turns into anger. And anger turns into violence, guys. So a woman, just like any other person, could destroy your life when you fall in love. And even, guys, I know I might sound like misogynistic or whatever, guys, but I'm letting you guys know from experience that when you fall in love with a woman, she could be your weakness, and she could destroy your dreams, and she could break you down to your knees to the point of no return, to the point that it could change your life in ways you wouldn't even imagine. And I tell you this because I lived it. So this is one of the principles that I live by, and I know many of you guys will never understand. It's okay to love, but not be in love. Everything in life needs a balance. You can't always have too much of something, and you can never give too much of something, guys, without destroying you. Guys, a person that can control your emotions controls your soul. I'm going to say it again. A person that controls your emotions controls your soul. Because the minute that you become emotional, guys, it will break you to your knees. And think what you want to think of me. But this is one of the principles that I stand by, guys. Do I love? Yes, I do. But do I fall in love? That's the question. Guys, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I am your boy Flick, improving your life one video at a time. And until next time, guys, peace.